Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be teaching you guys how to cook rice and red oil stew. I know as a boy, most of you guys will be thinking that more I don't know how to cook, but it's fine. Sha. So for less stress though, I usually start with cutting the fresh tomatoes, which I did with time. I took my time to cut it so that to be as small as possible. I threw away some bad tomatoes also that I could find. So this me cutting the tomato or to its smaller size. So this is finally. Then I went on to parboil my rice. I actually boiled it for like 5 minutes. Then I parboiled it again. I had to wash it, even though it was strong. Then I parboiled it. Then while washing it, I had to steam my meat so that I will not waste time while doing the stew. So after that, I went ahead to, while steaming the meat, I went ahead to wash my rice. I went ahead to wash my rice so that everything can happen fast. So I was boiling water also so that I can put my parboiled rice, and I changed the location of my meat. Then I finally put my rice back on the gas. I put salt and I checked my meat. It was still boiling. I had to make my meat very, very tender, so I kept boiling it. So eventually my rice was okay. It was done. I removed my boiled egg. It's advisable to put your egg in the rice while boiling to waste time. Most of you guys want to go and boil it differently. So since I was done with my rice, I had to go on and do my stew. Okay, so these are the ingredients I use. I use onions. I had to cut the onions. I also use pepper and other ingredients which you'll see in the course of the video. So I did my best as possible to make everything snappy because people were hungry. Not like much people do, but just a little quantity. So after cutting the onions, I went ahead and washed the pepper. So this is me cutting fresh pepper with my bare hand. So I've been doing this for long, so it's not as if it does not hurt me. It hurts me though, but I think I've gotten used to it. So don't always forget to clean your work surface. I went ahead to use my pepper and onion. Pepper and onion is very, very, very advisable to use. It's the best to use while cooking stew or your spaghetti. So I put my tomato, the 3 tomato. I put 3 since we're not really much that are eating the food. So that's it. Then you sometimes you don't need to leave your tomato like that. You have to put water to make it a little bit sol, or to make it like a butter or a paste. So once I was done, it was actually like a paste and it was ready for use. So all my ingredients were ready. I went on to put my palm oil since we are doing a palm oil stew. I went on to put my palm oil. Then you have to allow the palm oil. Once you put your palm oil, you have to allow the palm oil to bleach. Yeah, once it's bleached, the color is no more that red. I went on to put my onions. Then next I put was my Maggi. My pepper, a little pepper. Then my Maggi. I went on to put my Maggi. I turned my food so that it can give me the taste. I continue putting Maggi and turning. Continue putting my Maggi. Then my salt, which I put a very small quantity at first. I put my tomato, and you have to allow your tomato to be tomato paste. You have to allow it to boil a little so that it won't give you a slappy taste. You have to do same for the fresh tomato though. You have to just do same for the 2. I went on to put my pepper, allowed it to boil a little. I checked my meat, which I was still making tender. Then I went on to turn my stew, my tomato inside my stew. You can already see the oil there. The oil is no more red and it's not taste like palm oil. It tastes like a bleached palm oil. So I went on to put my fresh tomato, and I didn't really turn it. I didn't really allow it to boil at the first time. Maybe eventually I actually allowed it to boil. I went on to put some spice. I just put little spice. When you're using palm oil, you don't really put much spice like that. Spices these days are not really good for the health, so just put a little spice. Then I put my goat meat water to give my stew a flavor already, a natural flavor, a goat meat flavor, than to buy spices and add, since it is a local stew, a red oil stew. So the stew was already giving me what I wanted, the aroma and everything. I went on to test it to see how it was, and it was actually good, although it was giving me a slappy test, so I had to leave it to boil for some time. Then my food was ready.